All right, girl. Did you see what I saw?
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. It took me a while to watch it. So I had to watch
Hmm.
both episodes, the latest two episodes. I had to cram it in, but I
Yeah.
watched these two episodes at the same time. Um, where do we start? Like,
Well, I'm Tamika.
oh, dang, you should know who we are by now. Y'all should know who we are by now. But this is Doris. I do apologize. I just got right into it. I'm looking at my notes, so that's where I am. This Doris. Y'all
Yeah.
know. But anyway, um, in my notes, the first person I recorded, which really doesn't matter the order, but I wrote about Penelope.
Hmm.
Let me just tell you, I don't think Penelope is who we think that she is.
Mm.
Penelope, I believe, is FBI.
Oh, wow. You
Cause
think?
look, remember in the previews they show somebody in a pink dress.
Right. That's kind of blurry in the background.
Right. You know me, I'm nosy. I zoomed in. But anyway, still couldn't see if it was her. But I was just looking at the hair. I believe she's FBI, that she's really not pregnant, and that they were on to him.
But how do you think she would be able to hide a pregnancy from Gary, though?
And child, it happens. I saw something on this show that I watched called Neek at Night, and she was
Hmm.
talking about this girl who faked her pregnancy, the entire pregnancy. You know, you can buy a baby from a belly from Amazon. I don't have experience, but I've
Right.
seen
But
it.
what about intimate? I mean, she had to really been intimate with Gary, though.
Who says that he is? Remember, he's always gone.
Well,
I'm just
he
saying.
had to think that she got pregnant some kind of way. They had to did something at some point.
Well, this girl was able to fool the guy that was supposed to be the baby's father. She even had a gender reveal. She faked it.
Uh,
So I don't know.
oh,
I
I
don't
think
know, but
I've
I'm
seen that. Now that was a crazy story. I
yeah.
know
And then
what story you're talking about. Yeah, that was nuts.
right, so it's possible because you have to look at it. He's never there.
Hmm.
I just wanted to throw that out there. Penelope is the only person that could look like that. That would be so adamant. The way she looked in the preview, she was very
Hmm.
active. So that's where I am with it. But that's just a
Yeah, I
prediction
can't think of
for.
who else silhouette that could be.
I thought about the wife because they
Yeah,
keep throwing in there that she's crazy. And I believe that she was
I forgot
incarcerated.
about her.
Well, the thing that made me think about her was Penelope was saying how she wasn't the only one. And it just took me back to the airport.
Hmm.
So I don't know, but it could be Penelope or it could be the wife who has come back
True, it could
because
be. I
he
forgot all
drove her
about the wife.
crazy. I don't
Hmm.
know if she was incarcerated or if they put her in the insane asylum. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I just wanted to put that out there.
Hmm.
Penelope really got on my nerves, and I don't mean to be
I'm glad I
insensitive,
wasn't the only one.
child.
I
When
was
she
so
showed up,
irritated.
when she showed up, kind of like wanting Andy to give her answers. I get it. I get that part. But Andy is hurt too. She's affected also.
Exactly. And it was just like the whole, I mean, I could see one answers, but all that comparing dates and stuff, it's already
Yeah,
been established that, all of that kind of don't matter now.
but that's what women do. They exchange
Yeah.
war stories. So, and that's what they do. And then once they exchange those stories, then both of them end up wanting them. I'm not saying that this is what the
Hmm.
case will be here. Just wanted to share. But anyways, I
Right.
think that's where Penelope is. Andy was very comforting towards Penelope. And I think
Right.
because
Because
she
I
really
wouldn't
didn't
have
want her to
been.
find out. And Fatima, she was also comforting, but that's just Fatima.
Well, the only reason I wouldn't have been as confident is because don't show up at my job. I wouldn't have been cool with
Mm,
that part.
well, she's desperate. I guess the
I
reason why
don't
it's
care
okay is because
the
she's,
job.
child, I don't know. I don't know. But Penelope, I think she's playing a bigger role in this entire situation, which ties us over to Jordan.
Hmm.
Because the three of them, they're too good to be true.
I
unless he's,
said that it's something about Jordan that just, I don't know. I'm still reading them. I'm still trying to read them. I don't know.
yeah, I am too. I just wanted to throw
Mhm.
that out there. Um, Andy, she's the next person on my list. We were just speaking about her reaction. I don't see how she's so calm as far as
Mhm.
dealing with Gary.
Mhm. He
I
done
would have
said
broke a
some
brick
cruel
over his
things.
back because the nerve.
Yeah.
And then if I was Penelope, I would have been pissed because look at the things that he has done for Andy versus what he has done for Penelope.
Right. And
The
then
apartments
talk
are
about
different.
her like she trash.
I was getting to that. I like her.
Mhm.
I don't think he said he didn't love her, but he was adamant about making it clear to Hayden that he liked her. He said, who was
Mhm.
he saying that? Did he say she
He
was
was
dumb?
I don't know. I don't know if he said that part. But I know he was talking about how many men she done been with and all of that. But look at how many
No,
women he done been with.
not with Andy, with Penelope. Didn't she say he was dumb?
Oh, yeah. He what word did he use?
Easy,
Or some on the same lines of that. So like she
dumb.
was dumb or naive. Yeah.
And he said that he could get her
Mhm.
back. I'm not sure he was talking about, was he talking about? He was talking about Penelope.
Penelope.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hope it all blows up in his face.
I do
I
too.
hope she is
Mhm.
at the FBI because where did he get so smart and so cunning? Somebody
Mhm.
on Facebook in one of those groups mentioned this. I don't believe it, but that person said, I'm just putting this out here. That
Mhm.
person said that Robin needs to come back. You know, I'm all over Robin. He needs to come back and just blow it up as far as this thing with Gary. Now Robin
Mhm.
and Andy, I don't know why I like Robin. It's not his looks because I don't like the light skinned ones, or young. I don't know why I like him because if you look at it, he was just a mover and a shaker. You know, they
Mhm.
did what they did a few times, and he came through for her when she needed him,
Yeah.
even when he shouldn't have come through for her. Maybe that's what the attraction is. I don't know, but I don't see him returning.
Yeah. It don't look like it.
Yeah, I don't see him returning, so I just wanted to share that. But
Mhm.
Andy's reaction towards Gary, I couldn't have been in the same room with him because
Mm-mm.
this happened to her also. Even though her and
Mhm.
Gary was broke up, they still had history,
Mhm.
long history. Now, this also makes me think, and I think you mentioned it before, about the time when he called somebody in front of Andy.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't for play. It wasn't for
Mm-mm.
play. Um, I got to hear about Gary. Gary's just being Gary, but how did we know Gary was this trifling?
I know.
And
Yeah, he
where's his
went
kids?
I
He had
know. Them
kids.
kids ain't been nowhere in sight.
They with the other wife because he had kids. I
Mhm.
specifically remember that on the first episode. Everything that's happening now is sending me back to starting from the beginning.
I know, like how could, but he even worse. Like he already was not likable before, but now he even like I ain't think it could get no worse.
Yeah, he really sucks.
Mhm.
Hayden, Gary told him about this girl Tamara.
Mhm.
Even though Hayden was in no position to talk about nobody, so now this girl had just lost her mind.
She came out with it. I mean, she
All she
came
had to
all the
do,
way out.
all she had to do if she wanted to get some money was to maintain that relationship. All
Mhm.
she had to say is, okay, the team Fatima hired me to distract you and blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
But
In
for
the
me, it
midst.
has turned into
Mhm.
something else. That's all
Right.
she had to do. She showed her true colors and cut
She
him up.
did.
So now his little heart is broken all over again.
What
He
she
could have
called
did.
him? She told. I forgot. I should have made some little notes because I forgot what all she called him. I'm like, dang.
I don't remember,
Yeah.
but she should have stuck with it. So now his heart is broken and he's getting ready to try to get Fatima. Now, what's funny is Fatima brought back the time when they beat him up. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, me too.
They beat the brakes off of him. I completely forgot about it. If I
And
was
took his
him,
clothes off too, didn't they?
yeah, I think so. I think so.
Uh-huh.
If I was if I was him, I would have left her alone because I would have
Mhm.
seen that this happened crazy. That's what if I was him, that's what I would have been thinking. But
Right.
she's standing up to him like she has something else in store for him. I don't know. We'll have to see about that one because I don't see he don't have nothing left.
Nah, he don't.
Unless he gets involved with this whole Gary thing, he
Right.
has nothing left.
I was surprised Fatima said she actually felt bad for him. But he
Did she?
was in love though. Yeah, she when she was when Andy told her that she needed to stop and it was wrong, and she said she actually felt sorry for him.
No, I don't remember that.
She was like, I would stop, but he just keep on.
I mean, he's an easy target.
Hmm.
Um, Heather, he
So,
was going to offer her $100,000 for the little boy. Now, Fatima told him to start low. He
hmm,
started low. He started at the 20, I think 25.
25.
So she went up, or he went up because she said that wasn't good enough. Okay,
She went up to 1 million. She did
here's the
exactly what
thing.
Fatima said.
She did.
Hmm.
Where's that get $1 million from?
Right.
When I blow up your weight, okay, I'm not gonna have no neighbors because that's how much money I'm gonna have. I'm not gonna have
Hmm.
somebody that I can walk over and get sugar from. Zach has a neighbor. He owns the house, so because the houses are right there together, they have the same value. I know I took it there. I know I took it there. But they have the same value. So here he is, got Deja moving in there, and she's a stripper.
Hmm.
So Tyler messed up on that because if Zach had that, okay, well, he has that kind of money. I can't tell. I can't tell it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because,
Even though he owned the whole thing, I still, yeah, it
right.
wouldn't be there.
I mean, $1 million. Come on,
Hmm.
come on. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. But it was very sad that he came in there and saw that little boy tied up.
That
What
was
was she doing to him?
terrible. Yeah.
That was whatever she was doing was just a little bit too much. But I felt really
Uh-huh.
bad for it. I like the way Fatima is handling everything. She's very caring and loving about the
Hmm.
situation. You're right. I don't know if that was you who said that she should have taken pictures. He should have, or Fatima should have taken pictures because they're building the case. In
Yeah.
reality, if the police had to keep coming out to that house like they're
Hmm.
doing, then definitely they would have gotten child protective services involved or social worker or something because they
Yeah.
keep having to go out to this house. What I do know is people that work with children, child protective services, social workers, they take that stuff seriously. This is their
Hmm.
job. That's one of the jobs where you gotta have a passion for it. And they take it seriously. Even if they just launch a small investigation, they'll do that. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say she's a bad person because she's a stripper, because I didn't contemplate it. Getting on, contemplated getting on the boat. But anyway, I'm not saying that she's a bad person because she's doing what she
Hmm.
feels that she has to do. But
Hmm.
come on now.
Yeah, but that treatment, I mean, not only she allowed other people to come in and treat, these got the
Mhm.
guy to come in and treat that baby like that, and she doing them like that. Now I wasn't expecting him to be all tied up and stuff.
No,
I thought that
there's
she was just being ghetto and just talking to him any old kind of way and cussing at him and fussing at him. I really wasn't expecting him being tied up. That was
let's see.
terrible.
Yeah, it was. There's a missing piece. Remember the guy that was in her apartment and he was hiding and we almost didn't see him?
Mhm.
I think that was uh, the 3 episodes from where we are, so it was the third
Yeah.
episode from this. There's something else that has to be brought up as far as he's concerned. But yeah, she's a
Mhm.
real piece of work. I don't know if she would take the money. I don't know. I don't know if she would take the
Mm,
money. I think she would just
I
keep
don't know, but
playing.
I really wish that Zach and Fatima would have went about this a little better.
Hmm.
I just see this being a long, drawn out process, and they're not going to get to keep that little boy no time soon because they kind of didn't follow protocol for all of this. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like
I
they should have
understand.
called the police, especially when
Again,
they seen him tied up. They could have still took him, but they should have called the police at that moment on the scene
Yeah,
you know.
because who was going to untie him in that moment? Nobody.
Mm,
I've
yeah.
lost my train of thought on that situation. Totally. I lost it. I'll get back to. Oh, I know what I was getting ready to say. Is that Zach's son?
Now, wouldn't that be something if it's not?
Yeah, because is it?
That
I
would be
mean,
something.
you can't just leave him. But is it his son
But they
in
keep
reality?
saying a test wouldn't have been needed because he looked just like him. But that don't mean nothing. I done seen.
That don't mean nothing,
That
child.
don't mean nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, they say all people of color look alike. Now, come on. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Don't cancel us. But yeah, yeah. But they did, even though they had the blood test, that doesn't mean that something couldn't have gone wrong.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know how that's gonna go. Like I always say, it's no place for children in this show.
Mm-mm.
Speaking of children, they still haven't said anything about Fatima being pregnant.
Nope, nope. I guess the timing is still off. And the timing is really off because in the okay, so Karen is in the process of purchasing this commercial building,
Hmm.
and in the previews for the for the new season coming up, they show her cutting a ribbon and she really showing. So how did
Okay, you didn't got too far. You didn't look.
no, but it was just we were talking about this showing, but I'm just like, how she go from barely not showing all that time to barely showing. Now she really popping out, cutting that ribbon.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you how it's been for me. I know when I was pregnant with Danae, people were
Hmm.
questioning whether or not I was pregnant. I didn't start showing until I was 20 weeks, and when I started showing, I woke up in the morning and I was
Yeah.
showing, and I was tiny like Karen.
Uh huh.
So
Well, honey,
yeah,
I guess that's who he basing her off of.
don't do that. Don't do that because I'm not country. Don't do that. Um, Maurice. Uh-oh. Little
Okay,
technical
gotcha.
difficulty right there. Maurice. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, so um, Maurice been cutting up. It's a little hard for me to feel sorry for
Hmm.
him not getting his job back, and I think Sabrina kind of need to let it go too. She got her job back. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that she shouldn't feel sorry for Maurice, but at the same time, maybe this will be an eye opener for him because he's still been acting a fool.
But that's her friend. That's her
I
friend.
know, but he needs to get it together. Like he
He
gotta
does.
his
He
mentality,
does.
the way he thinking and handling stuff, he gotta get it together and take that is his livelihood. He need to to take this stuff more serious and quit acting the way he been acting.
Yeah, he does. I feel sorry for him because,
And be more responsible. Like we said, he was back in the club. Like, what was he doing?
right.
Setting and
I
all of
wouldn't
this
have been
stuff
thinking
just went
about,
down.
I can't say what
Yeah.
I want to say, but I wasn't thinking about doing what he was thinking about.
Mm.
No, Calvin needs to come in and talk some sense into him. But I
Hmm.
felt sorry for him because it put Sabrina in, it put her in the way. Because what could she do?
Yeah.
She couldn't tell him. That was tough cookies for her.
Hmm.
Um, moving right along to let's go to Preston. That's a real small part. What is going on?
I guess that's it for him. But I didn't like that at all. Like, how you going to send her a text and a picture and stuff? And then even the other woman that he married, like, who does that? You really going to
Remember, she was
sit?
at the restaurant.
I know, but who that understanding? Like, you
I
just be
can't
okay
answer
since
that.
it
I
didn't
can't
work
answer
out
that.
for her. So now, okay,
I
you back
said
to me,
I
and
can't
we
answer
go
that.
to the courthouse and get married.
I said I can't answer that. I can't do it because I don't want people to dislike me, but I cannot answer that. However, I will answer it a little bit later, but I can't answer that. But anyway, after he sent her the message, why did he tell her that she was gonna be blocked or whatever? What?
I
I
would
mean,
have
you
went and
blocked.
found him one last time.
That's a mess.
Danny was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way that she treated him and stuff.
Yeah.
When this other guy came in the picture, but still, Preston was wrong for
Yeah,
that.
he,
Now,
he
come on.
buzzed her head. But he told her. He put it out there in the streets. But she didn't believe it. She thought she
Okay,
had it
so
wrapped
but
up.
that kind of would have changed my feelings. Okay, so even though Danny was wrong, by him doing that, I would have felt like I did the right thing then, because
Mm-hmm.
you still had her on standby.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? A standby enough to just go get married the next day.
Now
Mm-mm.
I read somewhere, and I wish I could remember, but I read somewhere that he was going on Zatima. I don't know
Preston?
how that. I read that somewhere. I'm gonna have to try to find it. Maybe just Google it. But I read that he was going on to Zatima.
I wonder what. Well, maybe that's why they was kind of having him and Zach develop a kind of.
Yeah, I
Remember when he
remember
just
that.
showed up at Zach's house
I
one day,
remember that.
and we was like,
I
"That's
don't know.
awkward."
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Google it and see what that's all about. Okay, I've been seeing these pictures on the internet, lots of them with all the guys from the show. Aaron has never been in any of the pictures.
Oh, really? I haven't really seen none. The
hmm
who's this?
I saw another
Yeah.
picture where everybody was in the picture. All the ladies was in the picture except for Karen. I gotta send you this stuff. And
Uh-huh.
somebody made a comment like, "Okay, where's Karen?" But anyway, that's not real important. The important thing about Aaron. I had to look at my notes. Um, where is he? So by him being absent, I believe that Tyler Perry is trying to give us the illusion that he is not involved in this whole baby thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I don't miss Aaron because he didn't have a backbone. And then speaking of bones, he
Mm-hmm.
had those hips. I'm so jealous
Don't
because
you
my
start on
hips,
them hips again.
I don't have that many hips. He could donate to me. I would take maybe 4 inches. I put two on each side, and nobody would miss his hips. It would increase my stock also. Moving right along. Let's see. I want to talk about that contractor.
Yeah.
Not only am I suspicious of him, so now I'm thinking that maybe Zach owns that building, which it
Okay.
really wouldn't matter.
Right. And so I noticed that they kept saying, what is Robert asking? Was it a Robert anywhere in Zatima that they was dealing with? That's what I was trying to remember.
No, are you talking
Okay.
about Paul?
Right. I was trying to remember his name. I didn't think his name was Robert. But yeah, no, I was
His
just
name.
trying to pick up on the name she was asking about, but
Who was asking? Karen?
the realtor.
I don't know, but the realtor is directly connected to Paul.
Okay. Well, the
I
one
don't.
Karen
Maybe she
working with?
was his.
Not the one Karen working with though.
There's two of them, but the other one
Oh
hasn't
yeah,
shown
the
up
other
yet.
one. Yeah.
I don't know if that's his. I believe that's his sister, Paul's sister,
Okay.
because she walked up on the grounds that day.
Mhm.
But it'll come back up. But I didn't like how the realtor was talking to Karen.
I didn't either. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that. Mm-mm.
Because why are you digging?
Right.
But the contractor, he's getting on my nerves because I'm tired of him talking about his wife. And here's the realtor talking about, yeah, he loves his wife and blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
So you cheating with him? Is that your
Right. Or
man?
want to.
Right, so that's just ridiculous. And I know Karen was feeling like, okay, can we get back to this
Yeah.
business?
Like I'm
And the
trying to talk
realtor was
about
like, well, why did
business and you
he?
want some other stuff.
Right. But she was asking why the realtor drove her to the scene.
I wanted to know that too, though. I still don't believe Karen should have gotten
I've
that
been in a
car.
situation like that. I've been in a situation like that, and he wasn't trying to talk to me. And he was a
Mm.
realtor.
Hmm.
He never tried to talk to me at all. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, he could have thought I was cute on the low, but he never expressed it. So I
Hmm.
don't have a problem with him taking her. Now, if he tried to take her someplace else, then okay, I probably have an opinion about that. But Karen, I don't know. She's kind of being, I don't know, naive. Now, here's the thing.
Hmm.
I've had children, but I've been particular about whose stuff I was taken from.
Hmm.
People giving me used, clothes, items.
Yeah.
Karen don't need nothing.
Mm-mm.
Well, why is she so grateful? All she has to say was, that's really nice, but I think I can take it from here. Maybe not those words, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
That's very
And even
thoughtful of
keeping
you.
on, right, even keeping on taking stuff to Zach and them. Like,
Yeah, but I think that that's personal.
Yeah.
I think because I've kind of been in a situation like that too, but I think it's personal. I think it's maybe something that she went through, or she knows what he went through, and that's just her way. That's her connection to it. But
Mhm.
in the next season, okay, she cuts the ribbon, so everything's going to work out for a minute. For her to
Mm.
get to that point, for her to
Well,
get this
yeah.
building together, so it's going to work out for a minute. Just waiting
Mhm.
for something to happen for the contractor to be tied in with Zach or something.
Mhm.
Something. Didn't he make a comment like, I don't know if you're doing this alone or not?
Yeah, something is going to be crazy about that whole deal. It
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, it looked like it's going smooth, but it's still going to be something, I think.
Speaking of smooth, Danny is really starting to like this guy. I want to say his name is Tony. I believe his name is Tony, but she's really starting to like him. And he
Mhm.
seems likable. But it was something that I saw in next week's episode. She was kidnapped by somebody, and I saw a child in the background, but I also remember him saying something like, you act like you didn't know what it was. They showed
Hmm.
it real fast.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to wait. But why? How come Danny just can't catch a break?
I don't know.
All she want to do is have sex and be
Which I
happy
hope she
about it.
don't do with the other guy too soon.
But see, remember, it's like everybody's always warning her not to do it on the first date.
Mhm.
Like she can't handle her own business. I guess they like, okay, if she do it on the first date, then she gonna end up hitting the bottle. I don't know, but she gets kidnapped in the next season, and it looks like it's gonna happen on the first episode. The person who kidnaps her, I don't know if you saw him.
I
I don't
couldn't
want to
really
say
catch a
that.
good look at him. What you think? You recognize him?
I could be off, girl. What if it was Q? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just reaching. I don't feel real
Mm-hmm.
deep about that. I'm just reaching and pulling.
Yeah.
Um, I think I have covered everybody on my list. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that was everybody.
Okay, so we're gonna see you guys for the next season. Notice how Tyler Perry didn't cut a break.
I
He went
know.
from the
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, wow, so it's falling right into line right next week,
yeah, and then All the Queen's Men is also starting just like right there.
which I
So I'm
still
looking
haven't
for. I
looked at.
know. Say it again.
I said, which I still haven't looked at.
Okay. Well, you probably can't. Don't look at that. Are you happy in your marriage?
Yes, I am. I had to laugh. I had to laugh
So,
because my sister-in-law had posted something about watching it and stuff, and I think I forgot the comment that she made, but it was so funny. I was like, her husband probably. She said something about somebody named Midnight. She couldn't stop thinking about him.
oh,
I was like, her husband gonna
midnight.
wonder what this post is all about.
Yeah, she needed. That's not something good for somebody that's even somebody that's involved in, deeply involved with somebody. It's not a good thing. I mean, it's not. All the Queen's Men can be strictly business. It can be, but it
Yeah.
can also be a distraction. It's a little bit more than. Let's just put it this way: All the Queen's Men is like going to the strip club every
Gotcha.
night, but it's a little bit more X-rated, or it's not that much more X-rated. It's just that we don't know, as common
Mhm.
folk, what happens in the red room or whatever they call it. We don't know that.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, yeah, I don't feel guilty watching it. But if I was in the, it's funny because I always have to close and lock the door.
Yeah.
But yeah, so don't do that. Don't do that. At first I wanted you to watch it, but
I
you
know
don't
you
need
was
to.
kind of back and forth. First, you told me I wasn't allowed to watch it. Then you was like, "Go ahead and watch it." Then you was like, "No, don't watch it."
Yeah, something always happens. But if you should talk to your sister-in-law again, tell her yes, yes, yes. In fact, I could inbox her something that would blow her mind about one of the characters. Okay, that I just had found out about somebody that's directly connected with the show and all that good stuff. I just wanted to share that, guys. So we're gonna get out of here because we went all the way off. We'll get out of here. We'll
Yes.
be back next week after. the season premiere.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure is. Yeah. So
Okay,
happy
guys.
New
So,
Year, everybody, and
oh
we'll see
yeah,
you
Happy
guys
New Year.
next
Blah
week.
blah
Happy New
blah.
Year.
Look, Happy New Year. Blah blah blah. So he makes me think about that Grinch thing. But we'll get back with you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.